So also announced at San Diego Comic Con, Justice League
Mhm.
Unlimited comic, but not a comic that's a sequel to the show, which does exist. Those comics, um,
Right.
but a new Justice League comic in the main universe. So Justice League are set to
The unlimited
return.
style? Ooh.
Maybe so. The Justice League are set to return in the possibly the best way after the current events of the ongoing Absolute Power um, event. I just said events way too many times. After this event is done, the Justice League will come back because the Justice League disbanded at one point. Um, and I don't know why because I don't read Justice League comics because they're not that good. Other than the ones from like the early 2000s, Justice League comics nowadays not that good. Um, so I've just been avoiding them.
Dang.
But this new one though might be fire. So they announced it at Comic Con, like I said, but they also showed a little bit of a concept art and two covers,
Hmm.
which I can send those to you right now. Wait, no, it's my other
Yes,
laptop.
please.
I have been saying for a very long time that they should take inspiration from Justice League Unlimited for a Justice League comic, mostly so that it can be like an anthology series where like they follow a bunch of different superheroes and
Hmm.
a bunch of lesser known superheroes can get some shine like they did in the original show. Um, and hopefully they do that with this, but we don't have a lot of information yet. But what we do see in some of the concept art and the two covers that they show is a new
Hmm.
lineup and a new version of the Justice League's orbiting satellite base, the Watchtower. Um,
Right.
on the cover, we see a brand new team lineup consisting of the usual Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash, but with the additions of Zatanna and Black Lightning, who have been members before,
Hmm.
and so has Captain Atom, who's on the cover. But I'm not sure if Star Sapphire has ever been a member of Justice League. Star Sapphire started as a villain for Green Lantern. She wields so they call it the Violet Lantern ring, right?
Hmm. Uh-huh.
But every piece of art, or most of the art, very clearly makes them pink. Why are they called the Violet Lanterns? that
Also, the fact that she stars Sapphire, which made me think blue, but then there's just a lot of weird color stuff going on there.
Star Sapphire is joined Justice League, which is interesting. But it's the addition of Captain Atom that makes it clear that they're taking inspiration from the cartoon because Captain Atom is featured heavily in that cartoon. Um,
Mhm.
but I'm not gonna lie to y'all, it's gonna get edited out. But we had to restart that segment because my words got jumbled. But are you gonna say something before I restart about how you
Oh
like
yeah,
Justice League Unlimited?
it wasn't even really anything like important or of like substance. I just think that Justice League Unlimited is peak. It is one of the few like comic book adaptation cartoons that I grew up on and would watch consistently.
Mm.
And I have like very fond memories of it because me and my mom would watch it together, which was not a thing that happened often. Like me and my mom, we would watch shows together, but like our three were Justice League Unlimited, School Rumble, and then surprisingly Dragon Ball Z Kai of all things, because my mom's a huge Dragon Ball fan. But yeah, so it's like I'm very fond of it. I'm very excited to see that this is happening, and now I gotta go rewatch Justice League Unlimited because I've been thinking about it lately.
Oh yeah, it's on both Netflix and HBO Max. So yeah, you can.
Nice.
Um, but yeah, like I said, I've been wanting to do this for a while, and they also the addition of Black Lightning could also point to them taking inspiration from Young Justice because
Mm-hmm.
he's featured heavily on the Justice League in that show, and Young Justice has like in my opinion the very best incarnation of the Justice League ever. Um, the world building in Young Justice is some of the very best in any cartoon I've ever watched. So much so
Ooh,
that it ended up being to the detriment of the series, but that's a completely different discussion
dang.
about the fall of Young Justice. Because um, but the Justice League in that universe starts with like 12 members at the beginning of the show, but grows over time through like
Mm-hmm.
they elect new members onto the team, and then
Oh.
they also elect leaders, and they have this teleportation system across the Earth called Zeta Tubes. That's really cool, and when people walk through the Zeta Tubes, they like say their designation number, and it's
Mm-hmm.
obviously like based on like when the characters were like released, and like Superman's number one, Batman's number two, Wonder Woman's
Right.
number three, The Flash is number four, and so on and so forth. It's really cool.
That sounds cool.
And yeah, it's great. The Young Justice, those first two seasons, so good. Season 3, not so much. Season 4, better, but not still not back to the highs of seasons 1 and 2. But we could talk about that
Right,
another time.
right.
But if they're taking inspiration for either one of these or both, I'll die happy because the Justice League. This is what the Justice League in the modern day has needed in the comics to be good.
Mhm.
Is because they just kept going. The part of the reason the Justice League hasn't been great is because they just kept going back to either the lineup from Justice League the animated series, or the lineup, or just the original like 7 with maybe some other people added every now and again. But otherwise, it's just been basic. But Justice League Unlimited and like the Young Justice League offers you the opportunity to have the Justice League be an organization that spans across the entire like planet, if not like universe. Whereas where
Right.
like it's just a organization that connects all the heroes and allows them to work together. Um, and most importantly, make sure that they're not cops. They're not like policing other superheroes. Like it's an opt-in thing.
Right.
You can choose to be a part of the Justice League, and we won't mess with you if you don't join us. But it'd be cool if you did. Don't make them cops. That would be that would be messed up. But
Yeah. Like don't
just
pull a Green Lantern.
exactly. But like usually on the Justice League, there's either Wonder Woman is the only woman, or there's like one other woman. So it's usually Wonder Woman or Wonder Woman and Zatanna, or Wonder Woman and Black Canary, or Wonder Woman and Vixen. Those are usually the two. Is one of those three and Wonder Woman. It's never Wonder Woman and like 5 other women.
Right.
My ideal Justice League would have, I think like the 4 members, and you can tell based on this lineup, that are like immovable are Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman, and the Flash. Now,
Of course.
that's not to say you can't have a Justice League without them. Of course you can. But I would keep him, and then I would have Green Arrow because he's dope. But in terms of the women, I would have Zatanna, Vixen, Black Canary, and there was someone else. I can't remember. Damn. Maybe Dr. Light. No. Maybe Hawkgirl. No, there was someone else, but I can't remember. But maybe it's Hawkgirl. And then you throw in like you need a Green Lantern. I feel like Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Which one?
Yeah.
John Stewart makes the most sense, but you could just do a female Green Lantern, keep it even, and throw in like Joe Mulligan or Jessica Cruz. But anyway,